Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I'm your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. Now, this week, Jagex brings us more League 6 changes, but that doesn't matter because they've also given us some main game changes, which is a strong indicator that they are slowly trickling back to the main game as League 6 hype dies off, which means multiple things. One, the Blood Moon Rises is on the horizon. I'm expecting to see either a release date or the actual quest come out itself within the next 2 months or so. This also means that Jagex is likely not doing anything with Echo Yama or Miss Fallon at all through the league, and that hype was just complete fucking baloney. And then most importantly, this means it is time for you all to make some serious cash. For those that have been playing leagues, you're about to be filthy rich in the main game because we are anywhere between 1 and 3 weeks out from them releasing the league's reward shop, which means you can spend your hard-earned league points on some of those new juicy rewards. So the big question I have for you all to answer in the comment section down below today is, of all the new League 6 rewards, which one do you think will be the most valuable and most sought after? I'm thinking the Soul Reaper Axe skin, but I do hope I'm wrong just because the Soul Reaper Axe is superseded by the Scythe and various other weapons in certain content. So I'm thinking maybe the Minion Whistle, maybe even my personal favorite, the Oath Plate Slayer Helmet, I think looks fucking awesome. Which piece of League's equipment do you think will be the most valuable on the market and why? Hit the like and subscribe button while you're down there. I'd greatly appreciate the support, and drop a follow over on Kick at kick.com/KingCondor. Now let's jump into this week's update right here on Rune News. And remember, get as many points together as you can so you can make a fat amount of cash as soon as they drop that League 6 shop. It's going to happen it could be next week, it could be 3 weeks from now. It's a ticking time bomb. Only time will tell. So we'll let you know as soon as that happens right here on Rune News. This week's update for Old School RuneScape is titled Further League 6 Changes. Very basic title, very basic update. It's basically a long-ass list of changes that they said last week that they were going to fix. The Dragon Staff no longer counts as a blind bag weapon, which personally I think kind of sucks because I liked having that as a blind bag weapon, but I guess if you chose Evil Eye, suffering your fucking jocks. And then just various other changes. They made the Flask of Fervor actually fucking work in some situations. Colosseum, it's just like the Manticores, just ignore it. Theater of Blood, the Soap Ball ignores it. I think Cox Crystals from Ulm ignore it. So hopefully that's all fixed now. And also Flow State is no longer slowing down cooking in the Gauntlet, which is kind of nice. There's just various little changes. Nothing major, nothing that makes you go, wow, this is a huge change. Just little bug and quality of life fixes, thank God. World Firsts are available in the Yama's Lair. You can go to this little stone and check out a bunch of names, which I'm sure no one's going to give a shit about after the next 48 hours, but it's cute for them to add. And there's some video here, but I refuse to accept marketing cookies because I actually have no idea why. I just don't care enough. So whatever that is, best of luck to them. Now, here are the main game changes. Sailing, boring. I know, sailing content. But Jagex has made a few changes. Basically now, when you loot NPCs in sailing after doing combat, if your herb sack or seed box is open, the loot will automatically go into your herb sack or seed box. And of course, if you have the rune picking behavior or the ammo picking behavior, that will be automatically applied to your rune pouch or your quiver and so on. Pretty standard mechanics that happen in the main game on land. Now it happens on ocean. Awesome, that's so good. Additionally, to make creating cannonballs at the Ancient Furnace more convenient, however, they've added a new NPC on the Isles, which can be found wandering outside the bank of Port Roberts. If you've sailed to Grimstone before, speak to who? Oh, his name's Isles. Sorry, I thought it was on the Isles, like as in the Grimstone. Oh, my apologies. I can't fucking read. Anyway, speak to this dickhead and invite him to accompany you there by your boat. Once you get to the Grimstone dungeon, he'll become more available at the Ancient Furnace. There he can unnote metal bars that you can use for cannonballs, charging 100 coins per note. So basically, this dickhead here, go talk to him, and yeah, you can basically unnote your bar. Damn, that's actually really good. Fuck. I need to start making some cannonballs again anyway. Okay, fuck, that's smart. And it's only 100 GP per bar, or per note. Yeah, so per bar. That's actually fucking, that's baller. Big for the cannonball makers, actually massive. Let's go, fucking shout out to Isles. Hell yeah, love that. Also, you can telegrab your loot now from the boat, literally like this. Wait for it, wait for it, fucking. Boots, there it is. Grabs his loot, just telegrab it, and you're good to go. And you can do it with the crates as well for the random events, which is pretty neat. So that's handy for sailing looting, which is always massive. RuneFest 2026 tickets are on sale. I I can't see a world where I actually attend a RuneFest because I just don't care about going to RuneFest. I'm sure it's great fun. I'm not parasocial enough. It's just, if I was in the UK at the time, I would go, but I'm not fucking leaving the house for that shit. Hell no. I've been invited by Jagex numerous times, and it's always conflicted with life events, unfortunately, with things like weddings and unfortunate funerals, so I've just been unable to go. I'm not likely to be going in the future unless I am invited again, which for the past 4 years I have been. Haven't been invited this year, unfortunately, so I guess, dead content, dead channel, hype's dying off. Maybe next year, who knows? But you can get a cool little shirt, but because it's not my shirt, I'm not going to fucking advertise it. The LMS world is it's active for Osworlds. Hell yeah, let's fucking go, because we're back on the main game shortly once we finished our randomized build, which is absolutely fucked at the moment. If you haven't been keeping up to date with that, you need to come to the live streams or check out the latest uploads on my randomized build. It will make you fucking sick. But that is it for this week's Old School RuneScape update. My name is Ryan. You've been watching Rune News. Now let's make some fat cash in the main game, because the main game is coming back harder than ever with these brand new quests, Grandmaster and Raids 4 coming towards the end of the year right here on Rune News. Interesting update about RuneScape 3. Apparently the game is incredibly dead. More dead than ever because of the removal of microtransactions and Treasure Hunter. I don't actually know if that's true. I do need to dive deeper into this. This is just a rumor that's been circulating and been thrown in my face by many people. I'll have to look into it myself, but why would you lie about this sort of thing? I don't know. It makes perfect sense because that player base and that fall-off aligns perfectly with the very open and honest public opinion about RuneScape 3, which is that RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Also, if you have a RuneScape 3 shirt that you ordered, like the merch, that is being shipped hopefully within the next 7 days. I'm just getting everyone's shipping labels together and finally packing everything. I think I'm waiting on 2 more people to give me their the final bit of their details so I can print everything and pay for it all in one go. So if you ordered a shirt, it is coming very soon. It's like we're in the postage section now, the postage phase. So keep an eye on your emails for your confirmation of the package being sent. Fuck off. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and this week the Trailblazer Tool Ornament Kit. Now this actually goes for all leagues kits, especially those that are not part of the demonic packs. They're all going up in price. They're all fucking rising at the moment because the market is about to boom, and all of these league points are about to flood into the fucking game. All these items are about to spawn, and people are looking to buy them so they can make a fat profit. Now this is a dangerous time in the economy because any second now, it's probably going to happen before Jagex announced the shop release, which would be in at most 3 to 4 weeks time, as early as next week. I'm not betting on next week, but you never know. That shit is going to plummet to the fucking ground because they're going to funnel into the game. This is more or less a scam to invest in at this point. You should have invested months ago when we told you to in the first place. This is almost at its peak. It's time to look at selling. It's not time to fucking buy. Hold the fuck off and then wait until after the hype has died off on the points. If you want these items to keep, just hold off until they drop in price. It's not going to last too fucking long. They boomed. The bubble's about to fucking pop. Just if you haven't invested, it's too late. If you have, look to fucking sell. Now, the Ring of Endurance is one of the biggest losses of the week once again, and a continuing downtrending item until the end of time. A great ring, but just a reminder of how lucky we are to have such good run energy changes, which still isn't unlimited run for some reason, but obviously with the run energy changes, you don't need this ring anymore unless you're doing like Blast Furnace, which even then, the AFK, so who gives a fuck. Ring of Endurance in the bin, very unfortunate. Halitzapolka economy in the bin, but it just is what it is. It was for the good of the future of the game. It was for the good of the British Empire. Now, with the main game making a strong return, people swiftly returning to the game, and more experienced Chambers as Zerek players because of leagues and people taking on Koran, which is a good thing to see. The Twisted Bing Bong Billium Chillium is on the rise slowly and swiftly. You can even see the margin here has closed significantly. 1.6 bill is a very tight item, a very tight spot, and this item, or this weapon, sorry, is about to see a massive damage boost in the very near future with the Blood Moon Rises, with the new necklace and the new Seeker arrows coming very soon to this fucking game. At most, I'm predicting about 2 months time for an announcement, and we're fucking balling. Now, while the silver vouchers are dipping here, this may seem like some sort of lost cause, but this is actually prime time to start investing because the botters know that this is when the money is to be made. 3,200 GP, that's just money in the bag. An extra, what is it, 3,600, 3,000 3,000, 3,200 plus 7,500. Another 5k GP effectively to be made right now as soon as you buy these fucking sawmill vouchers. They're easily going to over double in price as soon as Jagex gives selling some endgame love and we actually have some fucking content. Playmate Island coming up, new fucking Tortugan quest coming up once Leagues is over. We've got a lot of sailing content coming. When the end game starts to roll around, this is when sawmill vouchers are going to thrive, and that's when you want to make sure you have as many as you can in your back fucking pocket. So invest in your sawmill vouchers today and become a rich cunt tomorrow. And if you don't, I'm going to fucking do it, and I'm going to be laughing at the finish line with all my fucking gold that you wish you had. My name is Wade Green, and I'm a fat cunt. Have a good night. Now, our first Ironman moment for the week goes to, honestly, this is the most fucking irrelevant screenshot I've seen in a while, which is why I haven't resized it either. It's someone on mobile that killed Vardavis in the main game with the full Crystal Bofa setup because he was so dry on the Ultra Ring. It was like 600 KC or something, crying like a little bitch. So he killed it with the Bofa and felt the need to share it. Well, I think that was a waste of my time. So I'm not going to waste any more of my time by resizing your screenshot and actually showing any of that. Play the fucking game properly. Now, to add to the pile of disappointing Ironman dog shit, this guy got a T-bone 60kc, which is huge, of course. However, he didn't take a screenshot, which, by the way, every electronic device that has a fucking screen in the past 20 years has a screenshot feature or a snipping tool feature. Instead, he took a picture with his phone camera and chose to upload that. Just more disappointment, 40 IQ. Obviously, the dumber you are, the more rewarded you are in this fucking game. As you can see, once again, shout out to Hacksaw. This isn't Hacksaw, by the way. This is just Hacksaw luck. Now, finally, a decent screenshot and a decent moment. Mr. Galint, I gotta adjust my balls real quick, sorry. Mr. Galint got himself the Zora Pet. And what KC is that? Oh, fuck, that's a 1kc pet. Jesus Christ, I didn't even notice. God damn. Let's go, hell yeah. My man, 1kc pet. What a fucking way to end the episode. Huge. GZ, Mr. Galent. My name is Ryan. Galent's got a big cock, and it's in the form of that snake right behind him. And I'll see you guys next week for another episode of Rune News, or in a few hours' time in the live streams if your dick is big enough and you're not a fucking loser. That's how you know you're a fucking champion, because you're in the live streams. My name is Ryan. Have a good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big board.